The Kremlin may not have fired a single bullet, but Russian officials and state-aligned media are hailing the explosive White House clash between Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky as a victory sweeter than any battlefield conquest. The dramatic ambush of Ukraine's embattled leader by Trump and his vice presidential wingman, J.D. Vance, has sent shockwaves through the geopolitical landscape and sparked unbridled jubilation across Russia's political elite. Putin's deputy on the Security Council and ex-president wasted no time crowing about the spectacle on social media.
The insolent pig finally got a proper slap down in the Oval Office, and all real Donald Trump is right. The Kiev regime is gambling with Volodymyr. Trump told the clown the truth to his face. The Kiev regime is playing with the Third World War. This is useful, but it's not enough. We need to stop military support.
The showdown came just as Kremlin insiders were beginning to sweat. Trump had recently hinted at softening his stance toward Ukraine, nudged by visits from the leaders of Poland, France, and Britain, who pleaded for sustained support against Russia's aggression. Whispers of Trump backing European peacekeepers in Ukraine, a move Kiev and its allies saw as a bulwark against Moscow reigniting the war, had rattled the Russian establishment. But those fears evaporated in an instant as Trump and Vance turned the Oval Office into a stage for Zelensky's public flogging.
How Trump and Vance held back from hitting that scumbag is a miracle of restraint.
On Telegram, her glee palpable. The venomous rhetoric underscored a broader sentiment in Moscow. Zelensky's misfortune is Russia's windfall. Vladimir Putin himself has stayed conspicuously silent, letting his lieutenants and media mouthpieces do the gloating. Putin doesn't have to say much right now. A source familiar with the Kremlin's inner workings revealed. It's clear that he enjoyed the show and now believes he can push for even greater demands in Ukraine. That meeting was a bigger victory for Putin than any of his military battles since the start of the war. The source hinted at Putin's next move, a phone call to Trump in the coming days to drive a wedge deeper, arguing that Zelensky is too erratic to negotiate with and must be replaced. That notion of regime change, a long-cherished Kremlin fantasy, gained traction fast. The White House will now start looking more closely at other candidates for Ukraine's presidency. Alexei Pushkov, a senior Russian parliamentarian, predicted on Telegram. For the Kremlin, this clash marks a seismic shift in global power. Zelensky underestimated the changes in U.S. politics after Trump, said Kremlin-linked analyst Fyodor Lukyanov. To Moscow, the White House is now a potential ally, with Ukraine as a disposable pawn. While Putin didn't storm Kyiv, Trump and Vance have handed him a win no bullet could buy. The question, will Washington make the Kremlin's dream of a puppet Ukraine a reality?